Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute and technically today I'm exhausted still, but I was like I gotta come online and at least talk to y'all for a couple of minutes until I starve to death because I really haven't eaten much today, and that probably ties into a lot of what's been going on since March. I think when I went online I saw that I haven't done a video since before the one last week, at least 90 days, so 3 months. Yeah, a lot's been going on, so I'm going to give you a quick recap and let you know what's to come because I plan to do more than one video this week. The big project that I was working on this week finally finished today, so I think I may come back online tomorrow. That is my goal, and I'll be off all of next week, so there's so much to catch up. I don't want to put it all in one video because then I don't want to be a talking head, but a lot has happened since March. For one, I know you all know that I moved, so that's been interesting, and that has been the main reason why I have not been online, because I needed time to just move. I tend to do way too much, and I started to realize every week I was like, oh, I gotta get back online, oh, I gotta get back online, and I knew I wasn't mentally ready to be back online because there's a lot that goes with moving. And so I was just like, I need to get online when I'm ready to get back online. But I did feel bad that I wasn't being as responsive as I usually am online. I'm usually always right there when people send a comment. So I do have a lot of catching up to do. But I want everyone to know that if you have written, I have seen it. Trying to think what else. Actually, I was in the Health Monitor magazine. I had a little article on the channel and what I cover regarding cholesterol, not the Contrave, which is interesting. Actually, Health Monitor is a magazine for physicians. It's in physician, offices all across the country. So if you're in your doctor's office, check and see if you see a Health Monitor copy regarding cholesterol in there for all you cholesterol people that have been following me. There's a couple of errors in there, but nevertheless, all publicity is good publicity. But it's weird seeing yourself in a magazine, and so it makes me feel like I have been doing the right thing all of these years since I first started YouTube. It was like, when did I start YouTube? 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. So it's been a while, with a couple of breaks in between, but I'm glad to be back because I have a lot of ideas for things I want to cover next. I know you Contrave people want to know what's been going on with me and Contrave. I stopped taking Contrave. I was still kind of taking it as I was going through the move and everything. I was taking the bare minimum up until I relocated to South Carolina. I should say back to South Carolina. And from the time, I would say March until probably mid-April, I didn't weigh myself. I wasn't tracking my food. It was like I was totally off my whole system of doing things, which comes with moving. But the one thing I noticed was I didn't gain weight during that time. And I think it was because there was so much going on. I was busy, I was doing a lot, but in my head I was still thinking I want to eat right. And so that has continued, and I weighed in this morning. No, I weighed in yesterday morning because I thought I was going to get on camera yesterday. So I was like, let me do a weigh-in. And I'm probably at the lowest weight I've been since I probably first stepped foot in New York back in November 2018. So I'm at 173.6, and it's like I'm so close to 170. But then the funny thing is that I noticed moving to South Carolina, and I knew it was the right thing for me because I naturally wanted to eat better. And I started to realize how much, I mean, I know this, but it's like I really started to realize that where you live, how you live, what's going on in your life, all of these stressors, all of these things, they are the things that cause you to fall off, eat bad. It's a self-comfort thing. And since I've been back in South Carolina, I have not felt the need to self-comfort like that. And I'm not going to tell you I don't eat any sweets, because that would be such a lie. But it's like I still exercise. I am not eating all day. A lot of times I have to remind myself to eat. So it's been very different, and I feel different, and I've been consistently happy. So that's when I was like, yeah, I made the right decision to leave New York. And all the stories that I hear out of New York since I left, I'm like, oh, I really made the right decision. And I think that all ties together with work and moving and all of that. You know, everything is in alignment right now, and because everything feels like it's in alignment, it's been a good few months, so I don't have anything bad to say about the time that I took away from being online, but I just needed a break. And I also needed a break from Contrave. I needed a break from talking about my weight, it was just all this focus on weight and Contrave. I mean, if you think about it, I've been covering the Contrave series since June of 2023. So I've neglected my cholesterol people, which that is front and center again with me. I have so much stuff to share regarding my cholesterol and my next steps with that, that it's going to be a totally different video. And I feel like it should, because it's so different from the Contrave content. So to be continued, people, I have not forgotten. I will give you a hint that I am thinking about alternate statins. Still researching, because you know I'm not stepping in any doctor's office without doing my research. I've already started some, and I will share with you that information, and I will share with you my conversation with my doctor regarding what's out there now. I have a new doctor, and I think he's really cool. I have this thing about nurses, and he used to be a nurse. And so for me, that gives him many brownie points, because I always felt like I got so much more care from the nurses than the doctors. And so the fact that he used to be a nurse who became a doctor, I can definitely see that in my first visit with him. And I'm so glad to not be with my former doctor. Good Lord. I was like, thank you. I'm just glad to be in a different state where I don't have to fight to get my medication and fight all these rules and regulations. You would think New York would be like the capital of freedom, and it is so tight when it concerns so many rules that it's ridiculous. It's stifling. So, you know, people think that's how the South is. I was like, okay, take a little trip and live in New York for a hot second. It's just crazy. So it's nice to be back in a place where I don't have to do that battle anymore. I'm trying to see what else I want to cover. The health update, new doc. I have my notes here. I really wanted this to be more like nice and neat and productive, but you know, as I said yesterday, the job be jobbing. I love my job, but it's end of fiscal year, and we're closing the office next week. So I'm kind of okay with being worked to death this week, because I know I'll be off as of 1 o'clock Friday. But I'm looking at my list here. I'm trying to see. I think I've covered what I want to cover, just to kind of get used to being back online again. It's been a minute, as you know, so I'm trying to be more spontaneous when I do my videos. So like right now, I'm still at my desk, because if I get up, I'll probably pass out because I'm hungry. But I want to start showing you some of the stuff I have in the house. I have some stuff that I have incorporated into my eating that I want to share with y'all, that I learned about from other people who eat right. And I'm always looking for the thing that tastes good, but is still healthy. So I got a couple of things, but as you know, beware. Healthy things can be expensive, and this may be one of those things that you're like, you know, the economy's a little crazy. I don't know if I can afford all that, but I may try it. But, you know, buyer beware, because you will get hooked probably like I did. But that is more to come, I should say. I don't want to do a lot of editing on this video, because I just want to get it up today. And that's what I'm going to do. And I am going to let you all know that I will be back. If you all have any questions or anything that you want to ask regarding either Contrave or cholesterol, please put it down in the comments below, because I will go through those and try to answer some of those questions as I'm doing videos. And I need to make up for lost time. I know, it's my fault, but I'm okay with it. And I want you to be okay with it. So until next time, you all, I will talk to you later. Thank you for coming back and being patient with me coming back. And have a great day. Bye.